My name is C.R. Hess, and I have M.W.G.B. I hadn't realized how uncommon having M.W.G.B. actually was. It started with just one quick look.
Okay, question
Noby
two.
Noby boy.
How do you make boy resist to stand firmly? Hold L2 or the Pac-Man button. Sorry, that's not a real button. Dude, hold the Pac-Man button.
It's not a real button.
I did that.
And that quick look was just the beginning. I watched every endurance run over and over and over. It was a true sickness. And if that wasn't bad enough, I went back to my childhood home and I dug up my paw collection because of them. I'm 32 years old! And as the symptoms progressed, I needed to integrate myself more into the community, so I started a YouTube show called What They Play, and I interview people around and in Giant Bomb. The symptoms were getting worse every single day, and I knew I needed to seek out professional help, so I sought out a doctor who specialized in M.W.G.B. He was able to tell me things about my condition that I had never heard before, and he was even able to notice some early warning signs and some tics that I had developed along the way.
Yes, you see, as Mr. Hess's doctor, I noticed the signs early. However, most recently he's developed a nervous tic where he'll pick up random things in the room and ask me if I've seen this before, as if that's supposed to mean something to me.
And seeking the doctor out was actually a suggestion from some of my friends. I was becoming quite distant from a lot of them.
He used to be so engaging, but now all he does is stay at home all day and hold his old video game merch. He says that Jeff would understand.
I started integrating the stuff that they talked about into my everyday life, and it was a bad idea. I really started listening to Dan Reichert too much and well, I just wouldn't shut up about it.
I really hope there's something we can do for him, because if I hear of Air Force Gator, wrestling, or Metal Gear one more time.
With all that aside, it's amazing, but I just heard from my doctor that there's an actual potential cure for M.W.G.B.
Fortunately, through extensive research, we have been able to find a cure for M.W.G.B. He, in fact, must work for Giant Bomb. It's the only way to cure him.
Well, now that I know there's a cure out there, there's only one thing left to do, and that's try. Who knows what'll happen, but this is mostly silly, so I'm not expecting too much. Okay, I'm cutting the music off here. I'm just going to talk seriously just for a quick second. Before I go any further, I want to say thank you so much to Anna Rosa and Rupert, who respectively play Jinx and Emma in Contradiction Spot the Liar. I've known them for a little while now, and I'm very grateful. I met Anna Rosa through contacting her and interviewing her on the show What They Play. And ever since then, she's been a friend, and she introduced me to Jinx, and I just, thank you guys. Thank you so much. But on a real serious note, I am a very big fan of Giant Bomb. I always have been. I've been there from the very, very beginning all the way till today. I watched them 20 minutes ago. They have something special. They have something that I think it's one of those things that anyone can relate to. There's a personality for every human being out there, and you just kind of side with someone, and you learn their tastes and mannerisms and the games that they play, and you feel comfortable. It's such a unique interactive experience on a whole nother level that you've never really seen before. It's one of the reasons why I made this video. One, to show respect to you guys because I absolutely love Giant Bomb, but two, yeah, I would love to work for the company. Well, I'm not super qualified with the experience of journalism and the kind of past that a lot of you guys were brought up with, Brad and Jeff and all of you guys who really put your nose to the grindstone and just worked and worked and worked to pump out those reviews in the early days and develop the systems that they go by, and that's commendable. I have none of that. I admit that. But the drive and determination is absolutely there. I've dedicated my whole entire adult life to working with people, helping people learn and grow and develop a set of skills in their own way. It's just kind of who I have always been. 2.5 years ago, I started this YouTube channel, and while, I I do think 2.5 years ago is still coming into the game really, really late, especially for Let's Players and people who just do gaming content in general. But I was able to take my channel from 0, as everyone starts at 0, all the way up to like 2,500-ish. I mean, that's not a huge number or anything, but that's really hard to do nowadays, especially when you're an unknown nobody who doesn't really know how to bring that attention to yourself. And while numbers really don't mean a whole lot, it's still something that I'm proud of. Throughout that time, I learned Adobe Premiere Pro CC. I learned how to edit and splice things together and make sure to your audio is balanced and working in the right way, and you're able to cut and transition between scenes properly. I learned how important it is to market yourself and market the content that you're putting out there. I learned how to obtain contacts, and that's why I really wanted to highlight the part where I interviewed you guys, because you know, I wanted to show that I was dedicated and determined, and I absolutely, you know, would do anything to make the content on my channel the best it possibly could be. And I would do the same for any other company that I would work for. I always want to put my best foot forward. I always want to make sure that what I'm doing is beneficial to the people who are directly involved and who it affects. But I'm going to go ahead and end this here because it's sounding a bit too pitchy for me. And I would just hope some of you guys from Giant Bomb get a chance to see this and you get a kick out of it. It's kind of really the big point that I was making. And again, I know I said it earlier. I want to say it again. Thank you so much to Rupert and Anna Rosa for doing the cameos in this video. You guys are awesome. I appreciate it. And everybody else, have a wonderful day. I'm going to go ahead and end this here. Bye.